I see you walk out of the shade. Oh yeah, came out. Ooh, it's in the past now. Oh yeah.
Hello, plannerets. How are you? Here I am again going live. Today it is Friday here in Sydney. Oh, actually, no, it is now Saturday here in Sydney, Australia. It is 12:30 a.m. I hope you are having a great day wherever you are. Please make sure to say in the chat where you are tuning in from, and of course if you are watching on replay, I do love to see comments from you, so make sure to type in the comments if you are watching on replay and where you are, because I'd love to know where you are tuning in from, the part of the world. So today I actually thought, why not go on and test the new streaming platform that I'm using. So I'm doing a test, making sure I know all where the buttons are and how that it looks great. So I thought, why not show you how I created my October spread in an A6 lined notebook. So if you ever wish that your planner could look like exactly how you want it, or maybe you've seen quite a few of those, beautifully laid out, beautifully curated bullet journal style spread online and thought, you know what, I can't do that. Well, maybe today you can by watching how I created this. It's very simple. You can use washi tape, stickers, and of course all the colorful markers, and then that way you can start from scratch. Okay, so what I'm going to go through as I go and set up an example of how I did this, I'm going to also tell you the benefits of maybe doing a bullet journal style where you are starting from a blank slate. Now this is an A6, so then if you are new to bullet journaling or BuJo, it's a great little small start compared to maybe an A5 or a letter size planner. So do let me know where you are tuning in from. So pretty much bullet journaling. So it started from, really, I think it's Ryder Carroll who started the bullet journaling, and then a lot of creative and artistic people started to make it, more artistic, colorful. They put scrapbooking, they create different spreads, but really essentially what it is you are writing down in bullet points what your tasks, to-dos and appointments are for the day. And so a lot of creative people have taken it on board and then created beautifully colorful spread to their own liking, and they have personalized it. So there is no printed boxes, no dates, and you get to decide what your month looks like. And it's not just going to be a planner with your tasks, appointments, when your bills need to get paid or when your subscriptions are coming up. You get to pretty much be creative, track your life, and set up your own self-care habits. So starting from scratch also is a great way to have as a form of self-care, and it's quite therapeutic. And if you want to start being a little bit more creative, it is a great outlet. So I'm going to be working with a blank A6 notebook. This one is from Muji, so I did buy it here from Muji Australia, and it is lined, but there is also dotted lines going up and down, so then it will help guide you create boxes, create grids and tables like this. And you can grab your ruler, and then there is a guide. I think this is a 5mm, 5mm little square grid. So as I go along, I'll let you know, like I said, the benefits and everything else. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Marianne. You can also follow me on Instagram, where you will see me there, post daily reels, stories, and carousels and anything like that. And of course, if you do see anything you do want to find out where it's from, I will have the links in the description. So at the moment I just have my Amazon Australian and US storefront and the pens and markers I will use, but I will go back and individually put the links. So if you want to know, oh, where can I get that, make sure to check the links in the description below. Okay, so I'm going to use a spare A6 notebook, that way I can show you exactly how it is. So the first thing I do, so this is what we're going to create today, is an calendar spread. Okay, so this is before and this is what we will have after. So if you ever want to try, I'm going to actually probably start from the middle, so then it is a flat spread. So just grab your ruler. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. And then I just divide up the 2-page spread into 8s. So doesn't have to be any rocket science. So just grab a pencil. This one is a Pilot 0.5 mechanical pencil. So just make a line in the middle and then divide the column again into half. So if you do have a grid page, then it's a lot easier. Or if it is whether it's a dotted journal or a grid journal, you can then, if you want, you can count the spacing and do it a little bit more precise that way. But I'm just eyeballing, I'm just looking for the halfway mark and then using the lines as a guide on how to divide it into 8 columns. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And then the other way, because I want to make sure I cover the 5 weeks that's might be in a month, I will then count how many lines or how many spaces and then divide that by 5. So this is, I think, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. So I'm going to just grab my trusty old calculator. 23 divided by 5. So each space I will have as 4. I think so. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Let me just, before I start lining up, just count to make sure I have enough space. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Let's see. 1 2 3 4 5 weeks. And then of course I'll just grab my pencil and make a marking. So then when I am going to use see, I already made a mistake. This is a slendy eraser. So let me just erase that, or else I know that's what I will follow. So if you are going to use markers, that is why it's always good to start with pencil marking. So then you can just put in your draft outline, and then look, if you even make a mistake, that is okay. There is no, this is your personal planner, and mistakes are part of a creative process. So don't be too hard on yourself if you make a boo-boo. What you can do is you can just always grab a washi tape or a sticker to cover any of the mess. All right, so now we've divided the columns into 8, and then we've divided the rows, and make sure there is 5 rows enough for the week. And so this is really a fun part of it. Okay, so one of the benefits of starting from scratch, doing a bullet journal style like this, is the total freedom. You get to design your own planner spread. You are not boxed into a already a dated planner or any of those other journals that you might find that already have the lines. So if you just want to start for example halfway through the month, then maybe you'll just do 3 rows. You just capture the calendar from the 3rd week or the 4th week. And so then that way you don't feel, for me sometimes, and I know a lot of planners, when they do see a blank portion of their page, they get a little bit upset with themselves because, there's a blank page or they didn't get to fill in, and it's so obvious that they didn't use their planner. So the bullet journaling style starting from scratch gives you the pretty much, you can design your page however you want. If you want to make these little, date as circles, you can make them as circles. And so customize it to fit the goals and needs and your mood. All right, so now because we know there's 7 days in the week, we don't need all 8 columns for the calendar. You can either choose this side to use as a, you can use this side as a notes column, or you can use this side as a notes column. So for me, I'll probably use this because I guess for me, reading from left to right, I want anything that isn't date specific that I need to do for the month over here. All right, so what I will do next, I'm going to use that as the column. So I'm going to have this as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so I have here at the top, I'm just going to use one of the lines as, I'm going to start using a pen now. Now I am using this Pilot Friction gel pen. The nib inside is actually a 0.5. The barrel is 0.7. So I'm going to use this. So if you make a mistake with a Pilot Friction pen, you can erase your lines. Now do note that if you are using Pilot Friction or any of the friction range, do not use it on legal documents or anything that you need to keep the information for a while, because the ink actually disappears through heat. So friction, so if you use this rubber a tip at the end and you create friction, it'll make the ink disappear. It doesn't remove it, it just makes it disappear. So the technology makes it invisible. So if by any chance you do, lose your writing, you can just put it in the freezer. And then, actually, here we go. Let me show you. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. No, that's the most I can zoom. So see here how I have gone beyond that last line. If I didn't want that, I just use the rubber tip and I just erase it. Okay, and then I'm just going to go and create this, the last line. And now I think I might want to have the last, just to clean and finish the boxes nice and neat. And what's this? I'm just going to erase the end bit. So if you know you make quite a bit of mistake when you're writing, the friction. So this, I think, now I did partner up with Pilot Pen Australia a couple of times this year, and so this was part of a brand partnership, but this video is not sponsored. I will be using some other markers, pens and highlighters as well. Oop, I forgot to do the rest of them. So let me know if you are watching now on live, or of course if you are watching this on replay, have you tried bullet journaling? So let me know, or is this something that you have wanted to do but too scared to do it because you thought, oh no, I don't know exactly what it is. So in the chat, let me know if you have tried bullet journaling. So essentially what it is, it's starting from scratch on a blank piece of paper, either that's lined, note, dotted grid, or square grid. Let me know in the chat, and then that way maybe you can try something like this. So now I have, let me just draw the middle there so then you can see the column. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now this is when the colorful part comes in. You can use any of your highlighters or colorful markers to then make the little day columns at the top pop out. And so I like to just go, these are the zebra mild liners, and I just like to go by the rainbow colors. And so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet, and so that'll just make the heading part of your calendar pop. And so then that way, Roy Jibib, Now, of course, if you are more of a minimalist and you know, don't want too many pop of color, you can choose to have just, you know, your neutral colors and one or two colors, and then go that way. So make sure it suits your aesthetic, because in that way, the more you start to like your page, the more you are able to, you know, open it. You're going to find joy in creating your plan for the day. And then I'm just going to put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And the beauty with an A6 is because it's quite small size, it does make your handwriting a little bit smaller, but then the smaller the handwriting, you don't spot. So if you're at the moment not you know, not as happy with your penmanship, it's a great way to practice small handwriting as well. And the smaller tiny little letters, the error or the things that you may not like as much with your handwriting is not so obvious. So really a great way. Hello, how are you? First I was scared to start, but now I love it, right? Exactly, with bullet journaling, when you are new to it, and of course if you're like me, when I first started back in 2017, and you know, before I guess Instagram and showing your planner spread, you know, took off, a lot of it was on Pinterest, and I saw so many beautifully set up pages, and you go, where do I even start doing that? And you know, you start, the beauty of being scared, do it scared. And so I love that eternal student Maisha says that doing it scared to start, but now look where you are, you love it. Thank you so much for that. I love that a lot. So really great opportunity to just find something creative. You are, you know, you're not boxed in, like I said, so really important. So we've got headers here. Use your handwriting. If you have stickers, you know, you can do that too. You can create, you know, a script writing or practice your hand lettering. And then, of course, the highlighters give it that pop of color and will bring your, you know, page to life. So instead of, say, having just black ink, then it just brings that pop of color. And then, of course, you can choose, you know, beautiful coordinating colors and make it themed. So, of course, for, you know, Halloween, your orange, blacks, green and purples. So really have fun with it. Think of a bullet journal spread like this as your creative playground. So then the next thing that a bullet journal, and starting from scratch, a benefit of it is, of course, it becomes a form of self-care. So you can look at doing this from scratch in two ways. You can look at it as, oh, what a waste of time, you know, having to go through all of that, and you know, I could just grab myself a journal or a notebook that is already pre-made. But if you find you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit, you know, I haven't had a break, or I haven't, I'm just going to see here, you know, you need to find time for you. And one of the great ways to do that is to find creative outlets. So of course, if, you know, bullet journaling is not for you, you know, find some other hobbies and activities. But if you are a lover of planners and washi tapes, this is a great way for you to give yourself that much needed break. And if you find yourself saying, Marianne, I don't have the time, I am busy, I'm already overwhelmed as is, you may be surprised that taking the break actually will make you more effective. It'll give you a reset and re-energize you, and you're finding something that brings you joy. So, you know, yes, might get a little bit too much, you know, having to buy all the different stationery tools, but start small. Start with cheap things. The kids Crayola markers will do exactly the same thing, and you can buy, you know, those 12 to 24 sets for I think it should less than $10, right? And they are great starting point. So when I first started, I watched, like, Namaisha said, you know, it can be scary at the beginning and you don't know what tools and stationery to buy. There are now, so now 2017 when I started, so what's that, nearly 7 years. Back then it was all just the expensive markers and highlighters, but now there are a lot of dupes, you know, that you can buy for affordable price. So using colorful markers is going to put you in a good mood. So what I just did here on the left hand side, so this is where I can write in my notes. So I can even go further and put little dash ant lines, okay, and then just make the notes section a lot more vibrant. And see this thing that I'm doing now, where I am, you know, just creating these dash lines. So of course, if I'm not, you know, talking and I'm not on camera, I am doing this, and it's a mindful activity. So being mindful is just focusing on the now. So if you're not into maybe breathing, doing the meditation, all these lining up your pages, it is a mindful practice, because you are not worrying about the past, you are not worrying about the future. It's just a great way to focus in this present moment. So now I'm just going to go and have a look at my sticker stash. So these are digital stickers from Square Lime Designs. I don't have it yet in the description, but I do have an affiliate link, and I think it's a 10%. So please pop back, because this was sort of like a surprise live stream. Because, you know, if the house is quiet, husband's watching his movie, the older son's playing his game, and the younger one, the 15-year-old is asleep. So I thought, hey, it's a great opportunity to go and do my planning while it's quiet. I told them to be quiet, please be quiet. Okay, so then that is your note side here. So what I just did, I just created a little header, notes, created a border, used my highlighter to color every second line, used dashed lines, dotted line to make it look like it's a little, you know, notebook section. Added a square lime design. I think this is from Summer Themes Washi or stickers. And so that side is done. And then of course for the numbers, you can then grab yourself either, now you can have, these are the Pilot Friction colors markers, and so again they are also the ink vanishes if you create friction. And then all the other things I like to use as part of my dotting are these, sorry for the noise, Zig Clean color dot markers. So I do have the link in my Amazon US storefront for pens, markers and highlighters, so do check that out. The great thing with these is one end is a round sponge, and then the other end is a fine liner. So let me show you. Depending on the pressure that you put on your page, you can create different size dots. So if it's a light pressure, it's a tiny dot, medium, and then a harder pressure gives, see, bigger dots. Now do be mindful that because these are quite pigmented, if you are using maybe a paper that is around less than, I think it's 100 GSM, I think it's 28-pound paper, you will find what's called ghosting, or if it's a thin paper, a bleed through. So ghosting is when you can see the outline or the shade of the markers and highlighters on the other side of the page. So the darker your highlighters and markers are, then of course it might ghost more on the other side. So I used to not like that you can see, you know, the markers come through. But once you start writing, let me show you on my actual planner here. Once you start writing on that other side, let me see ones that I can show you where it's sort of like more bled through, or so see here. So this is a different marker that I have. It sort of either bleeds through, or you can see the ghosting a lot more. So that's what you see on the other side, and because it's a lot pigmented, I don't mind that now. But when I first started, of course, if you know the other side is blank and then you see all these ghosting and bleed through, you go, it's wrecked my page. But you know what, once you start writing it, it doesn't matter. So I will use today the Zig Clean Color Dot marker to pop in the dates. So again, I'm just using, you know, the rainbow colors, and then this is just a great way to make your dates pop on the page. They stand out. And again, you know, when you start opening up your planner pages, and if you're like me, like colorful, you know, real, it's like as if, you know, vibrant colors, then it makes you happy. You start to, you go, oh, what else can I plan today? What else can I write in my planner or in my journal? Okay, so just creating sort of that mid to big dots. So then when I write in my dates, see, and let me show you, let me see if it bleeds through. So it's, I think this paper from Muji is, maybe it's a 100 1 to 120 GSM, which is a 32-pound paper. Okay, so then that looks quite nice. And then you just grab your black ink, and then just let me make sure I'm going to do November. So then of course we're now into the first week of October. If you if you haven't set up your October yet, this is what the October one will look like. Okay, and then, but I might do November just so then it's something different. So when does November start? Friday. So 1, 2, and then you just go down the columns, writing down the dates of the month. Okay, so continue on, and then here you can just write, you know, whatever October was, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so then you can leave it as is, the spread, and then of course this is when you'll start to enter in all the known dates and events, when bills are coming up, when your subscriptions for any of your apps are going to expire, and maybe you haven't used that app. So this is a good time, this is a good reminder for you now. Check if you're on iOS, I don't know what it is on Android. Check your setting, go into your Apple ID setting, and then look for subscriptions and payment. Have a look when any of your apps, if you paid any apps, when it's going to tick over. And if you haven't used it for a while, cancel it now, or put a little marker in your calendar or in your diary. I always do it a week before and say, you know, app ABC is going to tick over next week or in 2 weeks time. So then that way, because I don't know about you, I forget, and then I look, and then another year's worth of subscription has been charged on my account and I hadn't used it. So make sure to use your calendar for known events and everything else. So okay, so then like I said, creating a spread like this from scratch, yes, it does take a little bit more time than it would if you were to, you know, have already a one that has dates and already has boxes. But it is a great form of self-care, because then you can go and take your time, enjoy a nice cup of coffee or a tea, listen to your favorite music, maybe watch a favorite YouTuber of yours while you're creating as well, and do the plan with me. But it's a great way to create your own time. And then, of course, if you're a lover of stationery like me, then it's a great form of self-care. So now, look, if you are getting value, if you are watching either live or on replay, and you are getting value in today's video on how to set up a calendar spread in an A6 line blank journal, I'd love for you to give this video a like and a thumbs up. And of course, if you have planner friends that would also have been wanting to, create bullet journal style spread, make sure to share it as well. And if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. Excellent. And of course, if you have any questions, pop it in the chat right now, or if you have any comments, I'd love to have a chat. Feels like I'm not talking to myself. That's why I do love seeing comments. All right, so what else is the benefit of creating a bullet journal spread, whether it's a calendar or daily or weekly, from scratch, from an A-line place like this, is because you can then personalize it. You can track whatever matters most to you, and not, your day, your week is not always the same, right? So you have new things coming up, you have new focus, you have new priority. So then you can create it. So as I said, if you don't do anything on the weekend, maybe instead of dividing your calendar spread by 8 or by the 7 days in the week, maybe you will just do 5 columns. So then you'll have more space for the days of the week if you want to use a bullet journal or notebook like this only for work. Okay, and then you can create maybe only 1 column for the weekend. So see how now you can personalize it to what matters most to you, and then you can schedule in your gratitude log, your self-care, your habit, and of course any type of schedules you want. Now I'm going to put up here, let me just clean my desk because my desk on the side is a little bit messy. I always say put your things, your stationery back, have a nice place, so then when you are planning, you can pop them in their right place, clean your desk at the end of the day, so when you wake up you have a nice clean area to start the day again. It's nice and fresh. So let me just move everything. Okay, now for the header, you can personalize it in a way that suits you. You can have practice hand lettering, you can create whatever lettering you like. So now I'm going to use the Pilot Friction color markers, and then the way I just like to do my letters is just very simple, very quick. One side of it is a little, create that wider border, November. See, I smudged that. And then so I'm just going to use the tip. This is a rubberized tip. So then I just erase that little smudge. I smudged it before it completely dry. November. Okay. But then I'll pop a link up here once the video has finished, to a 5 simple hand lettering styles that you can practice. So if you're, you go, oh, I don't know the lettering. See, this one is just very simple. It's just your own lettering, your handwriting, and you just make one side of it a lot thicker by creating, see, it's just a block. Okay, and then continue your lettering. Am I spelling November? Talking and writing at the same time. That's why these friction pens are good because then if you make a mistake you can then just erase it. And then of course, if you are a lover of washi tape, you can grab whatever washi tape you have on hand. You can start coordinating your spread with the matching washi tape. So this one is if you're a book lover, I think this one, I think I got this from Washi Gang, which is an Australian stationery retail store. So I'll make sure to pop that as well, the link to that at the end of the live stream. And if you are placing washi, make sure not to pull it, because then what happens is if you pull it and then it might make make the page taut, and then it'll buckle, and then your stickers might, your washi tape stickers might come off the thing. So then that is your spread there. You can create, add more stickers and washi tape. So for dates that have, let me see what November, when does the November end? So November ends on the Saturday. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So let's say that's the 30th, and then any spaces you can add this again, square lime design pot plant stickers. So I use my silhouette cutting machine to what's called kiss cut these stickers. I think I just there we go, kiss cut the stickers. So kiss cut means it cuts the top of the sticker paper but not the backing, so then you can easily peel it off. So I'm going to just add that there, grab another one, maybe pop them here. Oh, I know Mondays are quite busy, so for me the weekends aren't as busy, so I might put that there. And then the other thing you can do as well is to note down maybe any holidays. So we are in school holidays at the moment here in New South Wales, Australia. So what I like to do, I'm going to use another highlighter. So then this one is the Pilot Lights highlighter. Same thing, it's got the rubber tip and you can erase it. So if anything does change, maybe you were supposed to go on a holiday and it changes, you can then, let's say from Monday the 28th of October to the 10th, you are going on holiday. So now what you can do is you can create a little note of when your holidays are, and then on the side you can create your key. Okay, so here maybe you can create your key and just put holidays or vacation. So if you're in the northern parts of the world, call it holiday vacation. Okay, so this is when you would add in known events, tasks, bills, and that way you are not surprised, especially when it comes to money matters. Make sure you are also putting money matters into your calendar, because one of the big stresses of life is money matters, right? So if you go and see that, oh no, something got taken out of your account because you forgot to, for me, you know, I move my money around into different accounts, so then that way if there is any, you know, scam that's going on, anything that, you know, my card might be associated with, there'll only be a little bit of money. So don't keep too much in the account, the debit accounts that we have that has a linked card. So I move, you know, if the utilities, for us our utility bills comes every 3 months or every quarter, so when the bill does come, I move that money. So if I am not aware of when my bills are due and then money gets taken out of my account, and then I'm always surprised and I'm going, oh no, it's now gone in the minus. And if, you know, if you don't have a bank that doesn't charge you for any overdraft piece, that's money that's just technically wasted, right? Because you may not have planned really well. So really important that you go and use your planners, your calendars, your journals for the things that's coming up. Being prepared will reduce the stress. So if you're already at the moment feeling overwhelmed and stressed, planning ahead is really, really important. So that's the November. Oh, and the other thing that I like to do as well is with my headings, so whatever markers or highlighters you're using, I just grab myself a black pen and then just outline the edges. Again, yes, this is going to take a little bit more time, but it is a time, if you enjoy, if this is going to cause you stress, then this may not be your mindful self-care time that you would go and schedule. Okay, maybe find something different, but there you go. So but outlining each letter, yes, but then, you know, you have to concentrate because you go and outline the edges a little bit and you're taking your time. And look, even if it's not, you know, perfect, that, I mean, have you seen typography like that where you've got the solid colors and then the outlines a little bit skewed to the left or right? That is the styling. Okay, so complete your planner, your calendar with the final touches. You can even, if you wanted, if you don't have stickers. So I don't know if I can zoom in as much anymore because I have the camera quite high. What you can do is you can go and do your own drawing and trialing. So for pot plants, okay, this is how mason jars. You've seen those mason jars. Okay, so just create yourself a little squashed oval at the top, okay, for the opening of the mason jar, and then just a lip for the top of the, okay, I'm just making it go up. So I'll make sure that I maybe lower my camera. See, I can't lower my camera because then you'll see the camera here. Okay, and then the bottom of the mason jar, you can then just make it a little bit rounded, so create sort of like, it's not flat. I even then create as if there's a reflection on the side. And here's a little tip. So to create sort of like a shadowing, just create some lines underneath. Okay, and then you can just make up any plants you like. Maybe are these daisies? Okay, 5 petals. And then maybe one that's the petal is drooping down. It's maybe still half open. I mean, you'll be able to do it better when it's flat. And then just add some leaves. So then you can leave it at that, okay? Or grab your markers and then just create. It doesn't have to be perfect coloring in. Just grab. I'm quite warm because I have a long sleeve on because it was quite cooler, so I've got my fan, and then just color in your different petals. Your different petals doesn't have to be realistic. It can just be right. So you can have stickers, you can draw your own little doodles like that. Okay, so imagine that peppered around your planner pages. If you have any blank page on your any of the daily or weekly spread, grab a black ink, and then even better if you use a friction one, you can erase it if you make any boo-boos. And then this is another one that I love doing, is the paper aeroplane. So okay, so hopefully you can see this. Create yourself a little like a triangle. So don't close it off. Do 2 little lines like that. Okay, so it's like a start of an A. Okay, and then you join this bit to the corner. All right, and then what I do is, I think I'm trying to remember how to do this. I never remember that last bit. Oh, maybe it's like that. Okay, all right, and just join it up. So then it's a little paper aeroplane, and then you can just do dashed lines like this on your page, and there you go. I probably can do, I think there's no line there. All right, see, this is when your eraser pen comes in handy. Let me just see. No, I can't remember how to do that last bit. If I do, I might make a short YouTube shorts of it, but maybe some, I don't know. My brain's not ticking at the moment. To me, that doesn't look like a folded airplane, but you get the drift, right? So it's something like that. So let me know what you think. You can create doodles like that. And what other doodles are my go-tos? I do the little pot plant. I'll do the little aeroplane. Oh, and of course you can just do a little envelope. Okay, so create yourself a little rectangle. Put a heart in the middle, and then the flap of the envelope. Grab yourself a little red marker. So any blank spaces that you have and you go, oh, I don't like that it's blank, you can then go and create all these different doodles. And then if you decide, oh, I don't like it there, so see, this one was a friction highlighter, and I've erased it. So then if, oh, actually, nope, the holiday doesn't start on the Monday, it starts on a Tuesday. So then that's a really great way that you can go and erase the markers. So, you, like I said, customize it. Bullet journal style. So remember, that's how it would started. This is an A6 notebook, so you're not going to, let me see, I'll show you what A5 size looks like, so a comparison. So if you're a bit scared to try bullet journaling, and that you might see quite a few people doing A5 bullet journaling. So this is A5 dimension, this is A6, because A6 is half, see, A6 is half of an A5, okay, and then A5 is half of an A4. Okay, so look, so there's no pressure to try and fill up all the page if you don't want to start with an A5 size. If you just want to, you know, maybe dabble a little bit and just see how it goes. Is it something that I like? And like I said, this one here is the Muji Journal A6 journal. So I think in Australia it's $8.75 Australian dollars. So it's not a big commitment. You can create, you know, your calendar at the beginning, and then you can create different habit trackers, or you can just, you know, maybe track the books you're reading, movies you're reading, TV shows you're reading. Are you trying to save up money? Are you trying to walk more, add more movement? Hello, Angela. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And so really a great way to go and start. So let me show you. So this is November that we just did right there. Okay, so if of course you do not have the time to create, Marianne, I am a busy person. I do not have time to be creating all this. Might be a good time for you to go think that I need to have a break if you're finding yourself quite overwhelmed. So if you do not want to do that, there's of course planner printable download that you can get from my shop at mariannecrest.com. So you can even have bullet journal style, so do check that out as well if you have a printer at home and you just want to print the pages that you need. I do have planner printable download. So again, question of the day, have you tried bullet journaling yourself? Whether you've dabbled or you're too scared because I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start, that is the calendar spread. So whether you do it in A6 or A5, it's all still the same. You divide your page into 8s if you want to track 7 days of the week, and then there's a column for notes, and then you divide the rows into 5, so you capture 5 weeks worth, have a little heading at the top, washi tape, stickers, markers, personalize it as much as you want. So again, doing this gives you the total freedom to design your planner pages however you want. So let me show you mine. Okay, this is how it started when I first did my A6. So, you know, I was still getting the hang of things. For me, that's a little bit too empty. It's not as colorful enough. I think I even tried to go and see if I could just do, you know, the one neutral color. And then, okay, yep, I added stickers here and there, added some notes, added some framed little boxes, created a horizontal weekly spread on one page to know what's coming up, and then I started to use my other markers as well. And then here I went, hey, I can create, you know, I can create different type of columns, separate them so it's not just looking like notes, you know, bullet journal, bullet tasks and to-dos. And then I started getting creative. I actually dug out my stamps. If you're like me who have many stamps and then don't use it enough, I created a tracker for, you know, my content, and then here's a weekly, a spread on one page, so you're going down a column like a sideway, so then writing down notes this way. So you can try out different spreads every day, every week, and then if you miss a day, it's not as obvious that you've missed a day. And then I've now started also doing my mood log. Today I feel a lot better. More stickers. So then I also added photos when I caught up with my cousin for brunch. So the bullet journaling gives you the total freedom. And again, while you're doing this, this is your time off to just enjoy something that you like. It's a form of mindfulness activity, because you are creating. And then I create these pages as I go. So for today, okay, so for Friday, there's Friday, and then let me just make sure there's nothing on here that okay, so then I will just get this one, are the Pentel Energel touch sign pen. So again, I'll just use my go-to lettering, creating that wider border. Saturday, October, so it's already actually Saturday here in Sydney, Australia. It's 1:21 a.m. Yes, I am up, or I might change because I already have green there. Maybe I will use this pink, October 5th. Okay, and then so then I can just plan as I go. I'm actually loving planning. Well, I was going to say the night before, but it's now the next day. And then planning ahead, so then when I wake up, I know exactly what I need to do. And then so the first things that I do put on here are my morning routine. So meditate, mood log, journal, read or learn, check my planner, breakfast, AM, skincare. And then I just put meditate, mood log. So mood log really is a great way for you to acknowledge how you feel in the morning. So then that way, if you are having a little bit of a difficult time in the morning, you're frustrated, you're sad, it's a great way to acknowledge it. Because why? You know, oh, because I'm sad because something sad happened the night before. Something, I'm frustrated because something didn't go as planned. So noting down your mood in the morning is a great way for you to acknowledge it and then plan ahead. So if you know you're feeling frustrated, you're not well, you're tired, then it's a great way to go, you know what, I'm not going to put too much on my plate today, not put too much on my to-do list. Because if you put so much to do on your to-do list and then you don't get to do them all, then you know that's when the frustration comes in, and then it's you go round and round in circles, because you just get outside. I'll put here get outside, and then I'm using, you know, here I am going to use a workout stamp. Get my little. So this is the Soramame VersaCraft. I can't find it on Amazon. So, and I don't, so if you just put VersaCraft Soramame, I'll put the description in the, so the details in the description. So there's just these little daubers. They come in different colorways. So I just went with the primary colors, but I might get some more if I find them. So, and then they're just little sponge, and I think you can, you know, refill this, put some more ink in there, so you don't have to keep buying and throwing out these plastic things. And so just dab dab dab. So this one, let me see if I can, I'm going to use this as a backup, so then I can, oh, I think I'm, now how am I going to do this? I put it on the wrong side. Here we go. I'm going to try and see if I can flatten it. That'll do. Okay, so workout, and then I will create, so I don't know what I'll write on here, and then I'll just create myself a nice little box. Just color in every second line and create yourself a little frame. So this could be maybe your priority of the day. Maybe it's your positive affirmation in the morning. Let's see. Why not? Let's put a positive affirmation. Okay. Another highlight. So also being able to decorate things is you can now use all the different markers and markers that you may have collected along the way. Okay. So then just put in little quotes. What positive I can handle anything that comes my way. So positive affirmation, or reframing any negative thoughts that you might have in the morning, is a great way for you to focus on positive things and not the negative things. So being able to bullet journal is a great way for you to personalize what matters most. So let me just show you a quick flip through. Okay, so there's Saturday, Friday, and then I'm also starting to get better at adding workout into my day or into my week. So I've created little tables of the different movements that I need to do. So then I have my Friday workout. So then I've just looked at my old workouts and went and see which exercises I like the most. I don't like jumping, and I don't like jumping jacks, and I don't like high knees. I don't like running. It makes me tired and I don't enjoy it. So then I enjoy things that like strength and strength training. And so there's Wednesday, okay, Tuesday workout, Monday workout. So every Monday I'll just go back and do these things. And then bullet journaling allows you to go and personalize with what matters most to you. Mood logging, I also write down so my habits for for the week. I also, here's another gratitude journaling, creating nice little frames and borders, so you can customize it whatever you like. Now, if you're one of these that, Marianne, I don't know what else to put in my planner apart from tasks and to-dos and appointments, or this is what I have picked things up. I've got to take the car for maintenance, doctor's appointments, and I don't know what to plan for myself. I don't know how to look after myself and my well-being and my self-care, and how to put myself on top of the list. I would highly recommend you to join my Plannerettes community. It is free. Now, I don't share, all the different planner pages because I have Instagram for that. But what I do have in there are regular prompts on what to do, because sometimes you go, all I can think of when it comes to self-care is mani-pedi, shopping, face mask, take a bath, take a bubble bath, go for a walk, read, catch up with friends. I give you different ideas on mindfulness activities. So we have Mindful Mondays, Wednesday wins, celebrating the wins, big or small, because that's a great way of seeking out the positive things that happen in your life. Fun Friday. So this week's Fun Friday is finding something creative to do. So I'm going to plan on my weekend here, and I will do it while we are on the screen, is I'm going to spend an hour to 2 hours doing my paint by numbers. So paint by numbers. So I bought these paint by numbers canvases and I haven't touched it for so long. So spend 1 to 2 hours. Oh yes, that's right, the Fun Friday, the prompt is Detox Friday. Plan for the weekend what activity where you are not on your phone or you're not on your device. So then what I can do is I can make that stand out, create a little border, and I think I might have a Keener print sticker. Okay, so this is my Filofax pocket organizer, and these are Keener prints. Again, after the live stream, I'll put all the details. These are digital stickers, digital files that I purchased, and then what I do is I just print lots and lots and lots and lots of them on printer paper, use my cutting machine to kiss cut it. So I think I have a video, again I'll pop the link here, a video on how I use my silhouette cutting machine to create, and then the cutting machine will cut the pocket size dimension to size, and then I just hole punch it, pop it in a planner to help me organize. So yes, I do have quite a bit of Kina prints, but this is purchases over the years. And so the first part of this page is just all the different stickers I have, so then I can easily go, all right, that sticker is somewhere along, you know, the middle part, and then I created clear divided tabs using laminating sheet, and then the label has come off now because I've been used this for a while. So I have separated into my feelings and thoughts stickers, my plan, what's this, plan, budget and home stickers, and then my self-care stickers, and then chores and events. So here I think I have a painting sticker. Do I have a painting sticker? Where would that be? That might be with self-care. Is that with self-care? See, I haven't painted in a while, that I don't even know if I have any of them. Yes, I do. Okay, so somewhere at the bottom of this group. So then I'll just go back a little bit, and where is it? A couple more. Here we go. See? There's a painting sticker. I'll go grab one of those to make this priority. My nails, I've cut my nails short, and then I'll pop it on there. Okay, so if you want to join my Plannerettes community, go to go.mariannecrest.com/join -plannerettes, but it is in the link for you right now. So what do you think? Let me know. Is this something that you can do? Again, A6 notebook, nice and cheap. You don't have to commit if you go, ooh, it's not something that I enjoy. So today I showed you how to create a calendar spread on 2-page A6 lined notebooks, showing how washi tapes and stickers can bring you joy. It can help with self-care, and of course, if you liked this video, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and why not follow me? Come on, follow me. And I hope to do more live streams. So at the moment, I'm just going to show up when I can, because it is a little bit difficult with a household of, you know, boys getting noisy, and I want to make sure I don't impose on their own self-care and their own time off, because my husband loves to watch his shows and movies, and so I am very mindful. So I did have to ask him if he can listen to his movie on headphones. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time, and make sure to say hello in the comment section. Bye everybody. Bye bye. Let me see if this will work. Bye. Bye.